I forgot to emphasize a couple of things on this question here. As much as you're plotting these points, we should make sure that we know how much each individual unit, how much each square is there. Let me just zoom in again. For example, our first point, which is 1 year, is 238,000. Let's find how much each unit is here. So the middle part, we can find it easily by just adding 140 and 120 and then dividing by 2. So that should give us 130. So 140 plus 120, that's 260, right? And then 260 divided by 2, that is 130 there. Now to find how much each little square here is, excuse me for that. Let me just finish with this and then I'll get back to that. Okay, apologies for that. So we were busy trying to calculate the individual units here, like how much each square is. So what you do is just subtract 120 from 140 and then divide by how many squares you have there. So just from looking at it, we have 10 squares, and then 140 minus 120, that's how much? That's 20, right? And 20 divided by 10, that means it's 2 for each individual square. So since we know that the middle part is 130, let's see how much this one is. So 130, 132, 134, 136, 138. So yeah, that's the part I missed out on when I was explaining, but most students usually find it difficult to calculate the individual squares. So hopefully that clarifies it for you. Another thing, why is it negative correlation? It's basically because as the number of years increase, we'll see that the value of the cars decreases. So if you have an inverse relationship between the two factors there, that means we have a negative correlation. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to emphasize that. Let's go to the next question. Hopefully this takes us 2.5 minutes. A tipper truck with capacity of 7.5 cubic meters is used to move 48.5 cubic meters of river sand from one side to the other. What is the maximum number of full loads that the truck would have to carry to move the 48.5 cubic meters of river sand? So the question just wants us to find how many loads are going to be carried by the truck to move that 48.5 cubic meters of sand. So mind you, the question says full loads, so we're just going to be looking at a whole number. So what we do is we're going to use the capacity of the truck and then also the total sand that is carried. Basically find out how many English we're going to divide the total sand by the capacity of the truck. That's basically what we're going to do. We get 6.47. So from there we see that we get 6 full loads and a partial load. That 0.47 there, it's a partial load. So the truck can only carry 6 full loads before the final partial load. So yeah, 6 full loads. So mind you, we're not going to put the 0.47 because it's a partial load, and then we can't make 7 because now if we say 7 full loads, we're going to need extra sand now to make those full 7 loads. Hopefully you understand that. Okay. Question B says calculate the amount of sand in meter cubed that the truck will carry that is not full load. So what we're supposed to do is find how much sand makes up that partial load, that's 0.47. So what you can do is start by finding how many those 6 full loads, find out how much cubic meters of sand does it make, and then you're going to subtract that sand from the original value of the sand that has to be moved, and then you get 3.75. Another way you can do it is to basically take that partial load, that 0.47, and then multiply it by the capacity of the truck, then you will get the 3.5. Hopefully that's okay. What I'm just trying to do is try to give you answers, show you how we work them out, so that you're able to recognize the way we got the answers, because usually when it comes to the BGCSE exams, they usually like repeating questions. So if you do these questions, see how they are done, you're able to like have a much better success rate. Anyway, wait for part 4 sharp.